Today is the day. It's the day we're gonna do it. A little bit over that fear. Where is it? That box of GoPro fittings. It's been about 3 months since I've been surfing, and that's a really long time. And you may ask why. And you know, the reason is really where I live, in the part of the world where I live in South Africa, in the bay that we have here where we surf, for at least 4 months of the year, sometimes even longer like currently, the bay kind of gets some resident great white sharks. Now, I do surf and I do paddleboard surf, and you know, I love the ocean, but it's like this year, and every year we deal with the sharks, you know, and you just kind of put it in the back of your mind. But this year there have been 2 fatal shark attacks. Not surfers. In years gone by there have been surfers, but in this year it's been a swimmer, just an ordinary person swimming at the beach. And this is tragic. But at the same time, what it does is, you know, we live in this time where everyone has a drone, so everyone's now looking for the sharks, and it appears that there are more sharks than normal. And myself, I've encountered sharks before while I've been surfing and stuff, but it's never really had this level of intensity. You know, now there's WhatsApp groups and everyone's watching, and you have all kinds of people interested in it, even people that don't utilize the ocean, but are kind of a little bit more fear orientated. And you know, today is just the day. Today I'm gonna put a GoPro mounting on my board, and I'm gonna go see if I can find some surf. I'm gonna see if I can face that fear, because it's not just the ordinary fear of what might happen when you're there, but there's this like collective fear about what could happen. And I'm a bit over that. So today we're gonna get back in the water. I'm looking for a surfboard mount. Found what I'm looking for, but I can't find a backup sticky bit. So I'm gonna have to make a plan. That's the story of my life. So all clean. Maybe I'll make it a bit more cleaner. Get it on the board. Let's go find some surf. In case you were ever worried about my hippie origins. Hippie, gear ahead. A friend just gave me this as a gift. Don't you think it's spectacular? Got my thing, cleaned it off. Gonna put some new things and some backup things, and hopefully I'll have a few good new mountings to try this out. Okay, to get in the water. What better way to get in the water than with a new perspective? Yeah, that looks like a good spot. There we go. One on the front, one on the back. Okay, so we are done. I've got one of these on the front, one of them on the back. I've got 2 safeties, plus I have a little floaty on my GoPro, so yay! Paddle mounting. So it looks like I got everything ready. I just think I might need some better beach clothes. So, much better, much better. We are off. We are off. You know, it's like trying to do one of these journeys and document it and make a story out of it is just next level practice, you know. I'd like to talk a little bit about driving and real fear, because I feel like sharks aren't nearly as dangerous as human beings in cars. I have been surfing now for about more than 20 years. And in that time, I know a few people, maybe a handful of people in our community that have been attacked by sharks. I know more people that have died in car accidents, you know, and the thing that really gets me is that as much as I do, especially in South Africa, as much as I do to keep myself safe on the road, it always seems that rules are just a suggestion. You know, everyone in South Africa, there I'm just watching, there's people overtaking on a blind corner, double white lines, and I feel completely unsafe. You know, it's like I'm dealing with this unconscious fear of going in the ocean, and that there's this potential that an animal might harm me. But that animal is just being an animal. It's not malicious, it has no anger towards me or anything. It's just being what it is and what it's been for hundreds of thousands of years. And yet I'm surrounded, especially here on the roads in South Africa, where everyone's in such a hurry, everyone's so distracted, people just have no patience and understanding, and really I don't feel safe there. And that's a real fear. Like, that's a real fear. Thousands and thousands of people die every year in South Africa on the roads because of negligent driving, drunken driving, you know, people that shouldn't even have licenses, cars that shouldn't even be on the roads. But I'm worried about going surfing. I've always found a sense of belonging when I'm in the ocean, and it feels terrible to have a fear of that. But I know that there's trying to balance that fear from reality, but actually it's like, you know, just coming to town, my life is in more jeopardy in my car than it is before me getting into the ocean. But I'll still be very cautious, you know, I have been taking my time, I've been getting into the lagoon and going for a paddle and just getting myself wet and just, you know, easing my way slowly into feeling comfortable in the ocean again. And you know, today is not a given. I might get there, might be no one there, I might feel unsafe and don't want to take the risks, but you know, you still have to do the search. You have to go try and face your fears if you can. There we go. That's our bay. We are at the beach. And you arrive, and awesome that all our beaches now have these signs just to educate the public. Look at that. Beautiful. Yay, I'm so excited. Beautiful clear water, lifeguard on duty, someone I know in the water. Water's nice and warm. So yeah, in general, just feeling all good that I got here, and it all feels good for me to get into the water for my first surf. I'm gonna basically get off my big camera and yeah, get down onto GoPro and then get out there and go for a little bit of a paddle and hopefully get a few little fun waves. We're going surfing. How cool is that?
Pay with your blood.
Oh, I feel so good. I'm sure you can see by the smile on my face. Yeah, it's just so good to be back in the water. Other guys were in wetsuits, but I just went out in baggies because I'm on top of the water mostly. Tide wasn't ideal for my paddleboard. I did injure myself a few times, but it's the price you pay. But I am happy. And you know, it's like, when I went out, there was no fear. There was like this very subtle acceptance of what might be. And that is such a minute possibility. But for the reward, that feeling, that peace, that gratitude, it's completely worth the risk, you know. This is awesome. I'm glad I can share this. This is like the beginning of summer for me, you know, baggies in the ocean. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this adventure. You know, I've been trying different kinds of content, but this content is what I really love the most, just being able to go on little adventures and figure out nice ways to share them. And thank you to everyone who always comments, and thank you to everyone who stops me and appreciates what I like to do and what I like to share. And until then, I'm going to leave you with some beautiful footage of what's around here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.